Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to For Fun Friday Season 2, because guess what? I'm bringing this back, baby. I'm in the new apartment, which means I've got that cool-ass white wall right here. Let me slap it for you. Hell yeah. You're probably gonna hear an echo throughout the first week or so of recording, because this room is very, very empty. There's very little in here. I have yet to buy soundproofing and stuff. I apologize. There's not much I can do about it. I'm leaving the door open to kind of prevent the echo a little bit. But we're back. We're actually going to be doing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Yep, I haven't quit the game. I promised I wouldn't. But we're playing it for fun now. We are going to be playing NATURIA today because this deck has me utterly confused. And I think most people have been confused by this deck over the last couple of weeks, because in reality, NATURIA can be played now. Like, actually played. Not just as a joke, haha funny, it's NATURIA. We're talking legit. Also, I need to really adjust my mic, because my mic's had a couple of issues lately, and I'm sorry. Regardless, I hope this episode does what it's supposed to do, and if it doesn't, I'll find out in post, and that would suck. Regardless, I am going to look over here because technically I'm on the clock, but I have Yu-Gi-Oh! To play, baby. Right, we're playing NATURIA. This deck was played in the German Open and finished in 3rd, and you'd be freaking surprised at what NATURIA can do in this format. Basically speaking, NATURIA can set up infinite negates through one card known as NATURIA CAMELLIA. If this card is normal special summoned, you send one NATURIA card from your deck to the graveyard, which is usually Sacred Tree. If you would tribute a monster to activate a NATURIA monster's effect, you can send the top 2 cards from your deck to the graveyard instead. Oh, okay. So with that, we have NATURIA Sunflower. When your opponent's monster effect is activated, you can tribute a NATURIA monster and this card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. Simply put, this becomes an infinite loop of monster negates, which you can basically do, what, 15 of them before your deck runs out? And if anyone activates 15 monster effects in a turn, whatever, right? In addition to this, we have cards like NATURIA Mole Cricket, which is also a new one. So during the main phase, we can quick effect tribute this card and special summon 1 NATURIA, or summon 2 if our opponent controls a monster with the highest attack on the field when the effect is activated. This basically summons out the combo, of course, of CAMELLIA and Sunflower, which instantly nets us infinite negates. In addition to this, we are playing a row of cards that are now, unfortunately, very, very common in the format, and they are making me sad every day. We've got cards like Kashtira Fenrir, of course, one of the best special summons available, just banishes a card when something's activated. Bestial Druisworm, Magnamute to remove cards from the graveyard and give ourselves a free level 6. Kelbeck, the Ancient Vanguard, Medora, the Sword Oracle, and Agido, and as well as Keldo, because playing the Ishizu cards in this deck is very, very important, because we're only playing 1 Sunflower. We kind of need a way to get them back, and they are free special summons for level 4s. We're playing a Bearer Statue of the Drought, preventing anything from being special summoned except Earth monsters, which is kind of neat. We're playing a Vertisylph of the Awakening Forest, as well as a Vertisylph of Misting Seedlings, because they kind of help out with the strategy we're going for, and they're all Earth. We've got a Revival Golem, which we can dump into the graveyard in cases where we don't have anything better to dump to give ourselves a rank 4. We've got ourselves Stink Bug, which, when a NATURIA monster is selected as an attack target, we can send this face-up card to the graveyard to negate the attack and end the battle phase. So it's a battle fated for NATURIA. 2 Foolish Burial Goods, 3 Forbidden Droplet, 3 Naturia's Blessing, which basically lets us special summon a NATURIA monster from our hand or graveyard, or Synchro Summon or Fusion Summon immediately. Then we've got Gravekeeper's Trap, which is when exchange of spirits is in your graveyard, your opponent cannot activate effects or cards in the graveyard, blah, blah, blah. You can only use whatever. During main phase 1, you can discard a card to add a Gravekeeper's or Earth Fairy monster from your deck to your hand, and during your opponent's draw phase, before their normal draw, if this card is already face up on the field, declare 1 card name, look at the card for their normal draw, and if it was the declared card, send it to the graveyard. Generally speaking, this will never work, but we use it to search an Earth Fairy. We've also got NATURIA Sacred Tree, of course, which when it is sent to the graveyard, we add a NATURIA card from our deck to our hand, except Sacred Tree. This is amazing. It also lets us cycle our NATURIAs if we ever need it for some reason. We were also playing 1 Exchange of the Spirit, which is super funny. We can basically flip around and send an opponent's deck to the graveyard if we want to. Extra deck-wise, we've got Psychic End Punisher, we've got Sword Soul Supreme, Sovner Shenying, we've got Kriston Queron Gandrax. I will never be able to pronounce these names. Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Draco Berserker of the Tenyi. Naturia Barkion, which I'm pretty sure nobody has ever seen ever, but basically put, it just negates trap cards. We got Naturia Beast, which I think everybody knows of. We've got Zeus, Beatrice, Number 41 Baguska, Evil Swarm Excitant Knight, Abyss Dweller, Dugaris, Nightmare Phoenix, and Asa the Earth Charmer Immovable. Generally, what we want to do is we just want to set up the lock with Camellia and Sunflower to have infinite monster negates, then go into a bunch of rank 4s that kind of control the board, and then if we ever need to, we can summon something like Camellia or Stinkbug, because they are both tuners, and we can tune into an 8, 10, or 11 to kind of win the game from there. That's the general game plan. Let's give this deck a spin. Lox Cardia, my man, you'll be our first opponent today. Our hand is interesting. We're going to go for the Foolish Burial Goods here. First Burial Goods is going to send Sacred Tree. We're going to activate Sacred Tree, and we're probably not going to search this. We're going to search Mole Cricket. Mole Cricket here is great. We do have a couple of things we can do here. We can discard a fairy monster to summon this. I kind of just want to have 2 on the board. I think we do this. We go for the Medora. We'll pitch the Misting Seedlings to get this to work, and we'll just summon Medora. Medora's effect will activate, so we do get to set the Gravekeeper's Trap. Not that I necessarily think that it'll be very, very useful here. Tournament registration's open, everybody. I don't care. No, I think we'll just do that, and then I think we just normal summon Keldo. This sounds weird, I am well aware, you don't have to worry about it, but we're going to do this in order to summon ourselves the Abyss Dweller. Because Abyss Dweller has very low attack, so it doesn't really matter. We'll simply set the Naturia's Blessing, which we can special summon a Naturia monster from my hand or graveyard with, so we will summon the Mole Cricket on our opponent's turn, and we'll use the Mole Cricket to kind of go off. Now, we don't know what our opponent is playing, so we have no way of doing anything. I don't know what to name here. Let's just name, I don't know, Forbidden Droplet. Let's name that. We don't know, so we might as well just name something and see what our opponent is playing. We know nothing of what his deck is. We've got an Abyss Dweller, so we can shut down the graveyard, and we have the infinite monster negate loop if they summon a monster with high attack. So Abyss Steel or anything that kind of does the same. We could have just gone for the Mole Cricket too, but I kind of felt like setting up an Abyss Dweller. Keep in mind too, I have no fucking idea how to play this deck. I never will. It was a Life Twin Kill, so they're most likely playing Life Twin, whatever. I don't know if activating card effects in the graveyard is very important here, but we'll go for this. We can get rid of cards in the graveyard now, which is very powerful against Life Twin Sprite. Unfortunately, both Life Twin and Sprite have very, very low attack values, which kind of sucks. But we'll do that. We'll just prepare the graveyard in case he does go for that. It's probably Life Twin Sprite. Well, he summons the Life Twin, so we're going to presume that it's Life Twin Sprite. If he summons one of the Life Twin sisters here, I think we just immediately go for it. And we go for the Blessing, summon Mole Cricket effect to get them both out. It is, but that is unfortunately the one with the lowest attack. This'll be... we can stop him dead here, which I think we do. We go for this. We're going to shuffle these two back, this back. Yeah, let's shuffle all the monsters back. Let's not let him do anything about it. Let's just summon them back. I don't want him to be able to summon anything extra here is the thing. I would rather keep my resources, if that makes sense. And since he doesn't have the highest attack, there's no point for us in actually trying to go for the negate play yet. I swear, we're going to have one game today when Naturia gets to shine. Ghost Bell. Well, Ghost Bell will negate that. That's very unfortunate. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We can't do anything about that. Ghost Bell gets negated. Going for blue. Blue is fine. It's going to summon back pink. Pink is going to get to draw a card. I really want to play Life Twin at some point. I know we did this video once already, but I would love to play them again. Life Twin is just... Now with Sprite, they are such a cool deck. Okay, now is when we do it. We will activate Naturia Blessing. Might be a bit late now because he is just going to go to attack here, but... We're going to activate Mole Cricket. Now the problem here is we want to get the infinite negates up, but I don't think that's going to help us. I think the best thing we can do is summon Camellia, summon Stinkbug. Because Stinkbug is at least going to protect us for a turn. Camellia is then going to activate and we can send a card to the graveyard. It's going to be another world tree. So that we may search ourselves another starter for next turn. I think in our case we are still going to search another Camellia. We're just kind of setting up here. Because keep in mind, we can now use Gravekeeper's Trap if we want to exchange them for something else. We've got Secret Password. It's going to add a spell trap, so most likely he's going to add Sunny Snitch. That it is. He's going to go for the Sunny Snitch. Of course, he has a Life Twin on the board, so this is going to get to do something. How do we go from here? Supposedly, we can't really attack anything to make a Zeus, which is unfortunate, but... It kind of is what it is. We've wasted all resources. We got negated by a Ghost Bell, which is super unfortunate. I didn't expect us to actually get that. That is one of the weird ones, because let's be honest, when was the last time you saw someone actually play Bell? I haven't seen Bell in a long time now. He's going to tribute it, which is very interesting. I did not expect that. I suppose that is fine. He's going to go for a pop, most likely popping the Stink Bug, I'm guessing. Actually, triggering it that early is really weird to me. Going for the Abyss Dweller. I think we do that. We can special summon something from the graveyard because he's special summoned. And it's only our opponent that can't activate in the graveyard. So we'll go for Camellia's effect. Camellia can now bring back the Mole Cricket, which will allow us another search, which I think is just fine. It's going to go for Called by the Grave on the Mole Cricket. Very interesting. Okay. Choosing to do that is super strange to me, but okay. Not entirely sure if I like that play, but I'm not sure. Going for Pot of Desires here. No, I think we hit this now. And we just get rid of this, this, and this for future turns. Let's just get rid of those. Like, shuffle them back into the deck. I don't care. We don't want them there. Graveyard is like the worst place they can be for us. So, I'm going to go into another one. That's completely fine. We already knew you were doing that. You activated the effect this turn already, and you kind of wasted it by doing that. Sure, you can go. Either one of this you attack, it is just going to be skipped. We're going to sack the Stink Bug, negate the attack, and end the turn. Or end the battle phase, not end the turn. I'm going to set 1. Set 2. And pass back to us. We draw for turn. Third Camellia. That's a little bit unfortunate. I think we're actually going to activate the Gravekeeper's Trap here. We'll discard a Camellia. And we'll go searching for something else. We're going to get DD Crowed. Doesn't matter. We don't particularly care about this. I don't necessarily know if that's worth it here. We could go Kelbeck, but... Kelbeck in hand isn't terrible either. I think we go Kelbeck. We'll go Kelbeck. We'll return the Trouble Sunny to the hand and force him to activate it now. He's going to activate it, which is obvious. We're going to force him to do it now to summon the Mac, which is completely fine. This is also going to trigger this, I believe. We're going to trigger the Camellia. We're going to have a card pop. They're going to pop our Gravekeeper's Trap, which is very interesting, actually. Why the trap? We'll summon the Stink Bug back. That's perfectly fine. We'll take some damage. I don't necessarily care. We'll normal summon the Camellia. We'll activate Camellia's effect. We're going to get infinite impermanence on that Camellia. Why, I will never know. Okay, strange times. We can go for the Draco Zerker here, which is not actually terrible. I think we do that. We go for the Draco Zerker. See if he has any activation for it. He does not. Interesting. We have Psychic End Punisher if we really want to. I don't think we necessarily want to do that right now, though, because Camellia is still a very powerful card for us. We don't really want to go for anything else. I think we just go battle. And we will strike down the blue. That automatically activates this effect, and we get to attack again. Now he has to activate this effect if he wants to keep it. He does not. And he simply takes the 3,000 damage. I think we just pass turn after this, really. I don't... It's like making Psychic End Punisher here is a thing I can do, but if I make it, yeah, it won't even be protected, actually, because we have more life points than he does. We'll just keep the Draco Zerker up, I think. Because now if you special summon something, we still have Camellia to summon another Camellia, and we have Stink Bug in case he attacks any of them, which I think is just fine. That's very unfortunate, though, because he does send that with the Trouble Sunny, which I kind of expected, but at the same time, he has to do something about this now. Sure. Yeah, we'll go for the Naturia, the Camellia. The flower. We're going to get impermanence on the flower here, which is unfortunate, but that does mean we still have the Stink Bug, which is perfectly okay. We also have a Kelbeck in the graveyard, which is perfectly fine. Oh, Kelbeck isn't the one that shuffles back. Shit. I forget the Ishizu cards all the time. It's just what I do. Okay, the Stink Bug has been destroyed now, so now we are actually going back to square zero here, which kind of sucks. Very, very unfortunate that it would be 2 impermanences there. Again, Psychic End Punisher might have done something for us there, but I don't know. We would have drawn a card. He's going for Evil Twins Keys. Oh, wow. I have not seen this in a while. The actual Link 8, or the level 8, not Link 8. Tributing 2 Link monsters. If this card is special summon, you can activate this effect. Your opponent's caused 3 or more cards and must send cards to the graveyard. Well, I didn't. I controlled 1. Kind of a waste there, I feel, but okay. We draw a Medora. Medora doesn't actually do us anything here, so we'll just set the Medora. That's unfortunate. We need a Stink Bug here, probably. Aw, he draws another Kisa kill. That's lame. On the other hand, though, it doesn't necessarily do much. You can't summon another one off of that unless you choose to get rid of the Evil Twins now, which you could, potentially. They do. Wow, okay. That's an interesting choice. Gonna pop that. That's fine. He's got... I want to get rid of just all the pinks. If he sacks this, I'm just gonna get rid of the pinks, I think. He does. Oh, he brings this back. You know what? We're just gonna do that. We need to shuffle them into the deck, unfortunately. I don't necessarily want to give them back, either. What can we do here that shuffles? Let's do Tenyi back. Let's do Stink Bug back. And let's do a Camellia back. Because I actually need to do my own cards now. I need these to be able to do anything. Drawing any of them basically lets us do shit. But we need to get there. We'll take the hit. Unfortunately, it's not the banished one, but okay. One draw. Bestial Druis Worm. It's a bestial. I mean, it does do things. We'll just get rid of a pink. Put it in defense. That's all we can do. We'll see if we survive a turn. Most likely not. If he draws any life twin, we basically eat it here. Which is unfortunate, because maybe going for the monster negates here would have been better. I'm not necessarily sure. We'll do Druis Worm. We'll send this. I hope for the best, I guess. Maybe he didn't read Druis Worm that I get to send a card to the graveyard if he kills it. I don't know. He did not, apparently. Just goes to the end phase. Okay. Vernisylph of Awakening Forests. DD Crow. Hitting the Vanguard. I think we just set this there. I can't really use the Vernisylph right now, and I can't leave myself open because if he gets a life twin, he just ends the game. He doesn't have a pink, though. He has to go blue into pink. Oh, he scoops it up. Okay. I'm a little bit surprised why. There's no good reason why he would here. Like, he still has the game if he just goes for it. I think he would still win. I'll take the win. It's undeserved, but I suppose the grind game just ended up doing it, I guess. Whatever. We'll go another. We're playing against Dominator MD, and we do get to go first again, which is nice. This hand, though... This has to be from deck to graveyard, which is just super unfortunate. This is just not a good hand. We'll go Foolish Burial Goods. We'll send the Sacred Tree. We'll activate the Sacred Tree. In this particular case, we are lacking a lot. Like, a lot, unfortunately. We'll just go for the Mole Cricket. We will set a World Tree. Like, we can summon this, is the thing. I think we do this. We pitch the Revival Golem, because, let's be honest here, we don't need it, and we can add any Earth Fairy. What we add, though, I'm not entirely sure. Could a Gaido... It's a Gaido or Kelbeck. I think we add the Kelbeck. It's a little bit weird. We will special summon an Earth monster. We'll special summon the Revival Golem. Just to have him on field. He only has 100 attack, which means our Mole Cricket is basically still alive. We'll Mole Cricket. Fortunately, can't really do much else. We'll set one, and we'll just pass the turn and hope we're able to do what I want to do here. When he summons a monster that has the highest attack, we just go Mole Cricket immediately. Is he actually just going to try and pass here? Is he going to hit me with what I think it is? And that's fine if he does. We keep the Mole Cricket and nothing else. He does. Okay. Nope. We'll keep it like that. We'll banish these three. We don't care. We'll keep the Mole Cricket. Oh, it's Sword Soul. Sure. Absolutely. We'll activate Mole Cricket. We'll summon Camellia and Sunflower. We'll activate Camellia to send a Naturia from our deck to the graveyard. And we'll send the Stink Bug for later. Right. Going for the Vishuda. We'll activate the Sunflower. Send the top two cards instead. This activates... Ooh, we have a Medora. We don't really want to do that right now, but no. That's a negate. We finally did it. So basically now we can just negate indefinitely. So here is Yugioh. Yugioh activates their effect. This activates their effect. We're just going to go ahead and one activate the Camellia. One activate the Mole Cricket. And I think that'll be fine. Mole Cricket will come back. Stink Bug will come back. There we go. We'll add the long yawn to hand, which makes sense. I could see why. He's going for the long yawn effect. He's probably going to reveal another worm, I'm assuming. He's going to pitch. We are going to activate Sunflower. Wants me to tribute, which is unfortunate, but I guess we do that. And we're not going to activate Kelbeck here. We don't really care. I don't know why it didn't let me do that now. That's weird. That's really strange. It should have let me done that again. Yeah, we have to Medora here. So we have to Medora back the Sunflower. And I guess we just shuffle back the... I don't want him to have the starters necessarily, but we'll... Actually, no, we'll just shuffle back our own cards, I think. I don't think we give them anything. That's weird. It should have let me just discard 2. But whatever. Maybe it was due to how the chain was. I'm not sure. Weird interactions. We still have a Mole Cricket, so we still are able to do a bunch of plays here. We want to shuffle the Sunflower back in so we can put it back out on the field again, and then hopefully get our Stink Bug back. Stink Bug is kind of our like main protector of this entire deck. I sacked the Stink Bug there because we were in main phase 2 and it seemed to make sense. He doesn't really seem to want to engage in any more Naturia shenanigans. He does not. He simply leaves the game. Why is Naturia making people scoop like this? Like, they still have a good chance of winning against this. They just up and at him by the fact that I can recur the negates, I guess. I don't know. Let's head into another one. This is kind of fun. Shokar. And we yet again get to go first, actually. This hand is... Again, we're looking at hands that look like this. I'm not entirely sure that I want that, but... we're going to go for Medora. We're just going to send this, and we're going to summon the Medora. We are going to set the Gravekeeper's Trap here, just in case so we can shuffle things around if we really want to. We have the Stink Bug, or not the Stink Bug, the Mole Cricket. I think we go Gravekeeper's Trap here. We send the Sacred Tree, which of course activates... nothing. And then we search... That's the real question here. What do we search? We could search the Vernisylph. We could search the Caldo. But I don't want to discard another monster here. Except Vernisylph. Then you can special summon an Earth monster from your graveyard. I think the Mist Seedlings... Now the World Tree activates. Okay, it's just on a new chain. This way we can add... In this case, probably the Camellia. Because what we can do now is we can activate this, pitch the Camellia, which then does nothing, of course. We can add ourselves the Kelbeck, and then we special summon from the graveyard the Camellia. With Camellia summoned, we activate Camellia's effect. Camellia's effect sends... Here it gets tricky, because I'm not entirely sure what I'd want to send. I think Stink Bug is what we send so that we can activate Stink Bug when the time is right. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Because right now we could make Draco Zerker, we could make Abyss Dweller or Exciting Knight or Bagugska if we really wanted to. But I think making just Abyss Dweller... He is playing a 55 card deck. I'm not entirely sure what that's about. Oh, never mind. We just got DC'd. Yeehaw. Great news, everyone. We've got disconnected. Good news, everyone! I was disconnected from the server. Anyways, I'm back in the server again. That was weird. My internet in the new place is a little bit wacky. Regardless, we're gonna go normal summon Mole Cricket. We're gonna set this, and we are just going to pass. Weird play, I know, but we're leaving this up. We're gonna name anything. We're just gonna name... I don't know, in a 50 card pile. I feel like a lot of decks are playing Forbidden Droplet. Let's just name that and see what it is. It is Tri-Brigade Airborne Assault. So we're playing up against a Tri-Brigade deck with 14 cards in the extra deck. I don't know? This is a weird one. Well, he has to summon something that has 1500 or higher attack, and if he does, we've got Mole Cricket. What we're going to do otherwise is we're going to go for the Stink Bug. Oh no, he's giving me a Gamma Seal. We're going to activate Camellia then. Camellia activates, summoning Mole Cricket. I'll get him back, I guess. Whatever. At this point, we should probably, yeah, okay, we're going to go Mole Cricket here. We are not. We're just going to tribute him, and we're going to summon the Sunflower. With Sunflower out, we now have infinite monster negates, which I think is what we want to do. Now we can also summon a Naturia from the graveyard here, which would be a level 1, so we could get a level 7. Not necessarily good. We could get a level 9. No, we could not get a level... we could... No, we don't. No, we don't. That is a level 3 tuner, though, right? Yeah. So we kind of could that. So what we could do here is we could summon back the Stink Bug and get Psychic End Punisher thanks to the Gamma Seal if we wanted. But that also means we have to tread with the Gamma Seal. Like, he could have another Kaiju that would just not be fun for us, I guess. So that's a thing that could happen. I'm not entirely sure, though. It's a weird one, because he does basically have no way out. We have supposedly infinite negates again. Yep, he just scoops them up. I guess he realized he can't win that either. These are so fast. Let's get one more in there. I think we can go one more. All right, a name I don't know how to pronounce, but I guess it's Kikli. We'll go first again. First has really worked out for us. We hit it every time this time. Unfortunately, this hand is just not good. We'll go goods. If goods fails us here, I don't think we have a way of doing anything. We're getting ashed. That is giga unfortunate. We have no other play here. We have a negate and 3 return from the graveyards and a 2100 defender. I suppose this is the game where we falter then. Oh, and it's Kashtira. Yeah, no, we are not gonna be able to live through this one, I don't think. Kashtira Unicorn hits the board. Going for Papayas. Yep. Papayas gets to summon another one. Or Papayas, or however you pronounce the Kashtira cards. Kashtira's just weird, man. Right, going for Fenrir. Fenrir activates its effect. I have to let it go through because I have to hit Shangri-La or I'm just screwed. There is Terrorament Kashtira. Going to activate Terrorament Kashtira. I think we're screwed on this one, folks. Yeah, so shocking, absolutely nobody. We got our asses kicked in that last one, so I skipped it. This was Naturia, and I'll be perfectly honest here. For a deck that's been a meme for I don't know how many years in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, this deck actually packs a punch now. Just the fact that you are able to basically search your deck for anything thanks to Camellia and the World Tree, in addition to the infinite negates of Sunflower, and the fact that it's a tuner, and that all of the cards that have been released recently, such as all of the Ishizu support, the Vernisylphs, even the Bestials to some degree, and Kashtira Fenrir, they kind of build into a weird amalgamation that just sort of works. Is it meta-defining super threat to bring down tier and whatever? No. No, it's not. Is it still a very fun deck to play that you should definitely give a try? Absolutely. I freaking love this. It's super simple to learn, has a lot of weird mechanics that kind of let you build into a lot of things. You could build this deck much more synchro heavy, you could build it more exceed heavy. It's just an engine that kind of works with Earths, and I don't know what else to say. It's been fun. Thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoy For Fun Friday, do leave suggestions of what decks you'd like me to play down below. Remember to leave a like and comment. Go check out some of my other videos seen here somewhere. And as always, remember to stay safe out there.